What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've seen some comments on Twitter. I've seen some comments on YouTube that basically try to debase people who use Game Pass and say that they are poor. When in reality, those who are actually using Game Pass, I think, are very financially savvy. I've also seen people, and I'm not calling anybody out in this category, just pointing out that there are people who said, I prefer to buy my own video games rather than have to subscribe to a service for them. That's also commendable. That is your choice because it is your dollars and you do as you please with it. However, this video is dedicated at pretty much exposing the frail analytical proposition of a lot of these people that are the same people who use Game Pass are poor people and do not know anything about, anything. They basically make you seem like you're stupid. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to basically whip out a calculator and open Game Pass. And what I want to do is I want to say, okay, for those who say that the proposition of Game Pass is for poor people, I wonder what your mentality is in that regard. So let's look at the recently added games. Let's look at some of the recently added games, the games that, maybe I'm more likely to play if I had time. And by the way, those of you who know, I've been working on my own game, so my time is very limited. But Callisto Protocol just made its way to Game Pass, and on sale right now, it is $47.99. Because I know some of you don't know that you can actually buy your games on Game Pass as well, too, right? I've seen a lot of people say that. Well, I prefer to, you can buy your games on Game Pass. It's right here. You see it? It says buy, plus $23.99, right? Okay, let's move on. This is for Insonzo. This is the Windows version. I'm probably not going to play depersonalization. I don't know what this game is. However, it was added on Game Pass, so let's go ahead and add its price point as well on sale, right? There's a sale going on right now, so we're $87.99 for a $16 a month subscription. This is Octopath Traveler Part 1. This is a $60 game, straight up off the bat, $60. We're now at $147.97. Octopath Traveler 2 is $47.99 on sale, plus $47.99. And guys and girls, we are only in the first chunk of this stuff. I bought Lords of the Fallen. I was like, man, I probably could have waited for Game Pass, but I wanted to support the developers. It's a game I'll likely play. I think I've played only a few hours of it. I have it on Steam. And let's go ahead and throw its price in there. That's $47.99 on sale, plus $47.99. Now, yes, you can get these games, on CD keys for a little less money. So if you want, we could do the CD keys comparison. But I've noticed the CD keys is somewhere around 30% less. So basically, this number is somewhere maybe going to be around $180 something, $190. But for a $16 a month subscription, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot say that people who are actually subscribing, those of you who are insulting them, you cannot say that these people are poor. Why? Because this is their own way of being financially meticulous with where and how they spend their money. Let me show you guys the reality of the worth of these games in a sense. A lot of these games, after they come out, because we're in such a competitive market, they go on sale very fast. So if you are looking at the new video games coming to you, Game Pass affords you a day one proposition for most of these games. And if you're not concerned about most of these games, you basically have to wait on a sale to go ahead and buy them. So even those of the people who are saying Game Pass users are poor, many of them like to buy their games on sale. So you're also being financially savvy while making fun of somebody else who's spending way less than you are, because even on sale, you still have to buy these games for maybe, $15, $20 per game on a console. On PC, it could be less. Sometimes it could be more, right? And so the financial proposition at the end of the day lies in the gamer's hands that wants to spend their money the way they want to spend it. And I think there's nothing wrong with a subscription like this. Because if you actually go on the other side of the aisle, the other side of the divide, and you say, okay, maybe let's look at the PlayStation proposition, right? Well, what happens there? What happens in that particular regard? It doesn't offer anything that is close to this value in one given swoop. Let's go ahead and look at the upcoming games coming to Game Pass. Let's also continue the math right here. This particular game called Still Wakes the Deep is coming to Game Pass as well too. So we're gonna basically count it up, as part of it. That's also $34.99. We're now at $278. This is all coming in the year 2024. That's crazy. Flintlock, This game is very, very controversial right now because of a lot of the DEI stuff. It's still here though. $39.99. Yes, your Game Pass subscription is going to fund it. So act accordingly. It's your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it's here. So we're going to count it, right? That's part of the games that are coming out pretty soon. You have Kinsugami. This game is also going to be coming soon. There are multiple, not available separately. So is this like a full-blown Game Pass game? Oh, look at here. Path of the Goddess. This game you can buy for $50. This is the Capcom game that they're making for Xbox, $49.99. Is that right? So now we are sitting at, what just happened to my calculations? I was at $318. I made a mistake. I think I went and did something weird. So $318. Let's do that. 318.93 plus $49.99. $368. Man, I cannot believe anybody will say that somebody who is exercising a meticulous use of their funds, Frostpunk 2, they're asking for $44.99 plus $44.99, $413. And then Black Ops 6, I'm going to be playing Black Ops, hopefully, God willing, this year. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in a long time because I'm not buying that. I only play campaign. And that is $69.99. Yeah, I'm not paying $69.99 for that. But it's coming on Game Pass, $483.90. Ladies and gentlemen, your Game Pass subscription at $16 a month in Ultimate is $192. $483 minus $192 or $240, whatever you want to call it. Let's go $240. You're still looking at $243 of value, and we haven't even pointed out what the game collection is so far. This is not even looking at, say, anything that is slated for next year. I think you see why Game Pass is very abrasive to a lot of these folk who say that, everybody else that's actually on Game Pass is poor. Or they are just basically trying to make themselves feel good because they already know that the value proposition on the platform that they are on is nothing compared to Game Pass from a financial perspective. The calculator and numbers, they're a sword. The facts are a shield. And I'm sure a lot of people are, averse to this particular reality. So they basically have to, talk down on other people. Not a good way to go. Not a good way to make yourself look. It's all options. If you decide that you don't want Game Pass, that's good. That's fine. No one is forcing anybody. But for those who are continuing to say that and do that, it's interesting to make, the reality of how ridiculous y'all sound be put out here in the limelight. Thanks so much for watching the video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. See you in the next Xbox Game Pass video. Peace out.